Hi students, it's Mr. Nguyen here. Today we're going to be working on Triangle Inequality Theorem. So before we begin, let's take a look and remind ourselves what that is. The Triangle Inequality Theorem says that in order for a triangle to form, the two shorter sides added together must be greater than the third longest side, right? So in short, the short plus the medium sides has when you add them together, that number has to be bigger than the third side, right? Which is the longest side. So for here, you can see that 5 plus 8 is 13, and 13 is greater than 9. So that these three segments, 5, 8, and 9, will make a triangle, right? So we're going to be using this fact to do our problems here. Okay, sorry about that. So here's an example. We have three segments, 1, 6, and 7. So 1 and 6, as you can see, 1 is the short one, 6 is the medium, and 7 is the long one, right? So it says short plus medium, okay, must be greater than long one. So let's just put our numbers in. 1 plus 6, is it greater than 7? Well, 1 plus 6 is 7, and we know 7 is not greater than 7, right? This is a false statement. So false statement. So if it's a false statement, then we know it is not going to make or form a triangle, right? It is too short to form a triangle. So we're going to select no for this. Okay. All right. So once you get used to this, you can do a lot of this math in your head, right? So 5 and 1 and 5 are the short and the medium. You add them together, you get 6. And then you compare it with 8. It is not greater than 8. So this is false, right? False statement. So it's a no again. So I'm going to put no here. Submit. We're going to skip along in just a second. Okay, so it gets a little bit trickier when it's decimal. So you got to be able to add your decimal. So 0.1 and 0.7 actually add together to give you 0.8. And again, 0.8 and 0.8 is the same. Remember, it has to be greater than. It cannot be equal. So here we're going to say no again, right? Because 0.8 is equal to 0.8. So no again. All right, so far we have 3 no's. All right. Here we have 4 plus 1, which is 5, and 5 is not greater than 7. So we're going to say no again. That's 5 no's. Okay, let's take a look at this one. We have 9.1. Okay, you can just round this to 9 and round this to 3. 9 plus 3 alone is already 12, right? So the decimal would make it 12 point something. It certainly is bigger than this. So this is a true statement right here, right? 12 is bigger than 9, right? So we know, I mean, if the decimals are insignificant in this problem, so we can just round the numbers, and we know it is big enough. 12 is bigger than 9, so we can say yes here. Okay. All right, moving on. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 is not bigger than 10, so we say no. All right, all right. Oh, here we go. The problem gets a little trickier now, okay? We want the smallest possible whole number that is missing for the third side. Well, so they're telling you that the third side is the short side, right? Because it says smallest, right? Smallest. The third side is the shortest side. So this one is 16. This one is 8. Well, the shortest it ever can be is 0, but zero is not going to make 0 is not going to do anything. It can be bigger than 1. I mean, it can be 1. We're talking about whole numbers here, right? It can be 1. Well, 1 and 8, it's only 9, and 9 is not bigger than 16, so 1 would not work. 2 plus 8 is only 10. So 2 is not going to work. 3, 4, 5. What is the largest whole number that will work? Well, let's try 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. Well, 8 is not going to work. Well, 9? Well, if this is 9, if this is 9, if this is 9, I put 9 in here. 9 will work. I mean, 8 something will work. So this is not actually the smallest side. We're actually looking for the smallest number that the third side can be. So it's not necessarily the smallest side, right? I kind of made a mistake there. So 9 will work because 9 plus 8 is 17, and 17 is bigger than 16. So I'm going to say 9 is the smallest whole number that will work. 10 will work. I mean, just not 8, right? 9, 10 will work. Okay, 11. Anything bigger than 9 will work. Actually, anything bigger than 8 will work, but the whole number will work. That will be 9. So I'm going to put in 9. Okay, awesome. All right. Classify triangle. Oh, okay. Oh, not classify. Candidate's form. Point. Okay, so point 0.6. All right. Now, these are not the shortest. These are the shortest right here, right? So the short and the medium are right here. So point 0.2 and point 0.4 is point 0.6, and point 0.6 equals to point 0.6. It's supposed to be bigger, right? It's supposed to be bigger. So this is a no. Okay, so be careful when they don't put these in order. Okay, so we have 10 and 10. 10 and 10. What is the possible number, the largest number that this side can be, right? So x. Okay. So here's actually the shortcut, right? To find the shortest piece, you subtract. So you will do 10 minus 10. All right, is equals 0. But of course, 0 is not going to work. So anything bigger than 0 will work. Anything bigger than 0 will work. So we're talking about the next number, which is 1. So if this is asking for the smallest, which is the shortest, right? Or I should say smallest number. Smallest possible number would be 1, right? Whole number. But anything bigger than 0 will work technically, right? Now, to find the largest, there is also a shortcut. You add the number. To find the largest, you add the number. You do 10 plus 10, which is 20. Now, but 20 is too large. 20 is too large because these two numbers have to be larger than 20, right? So 20 is too large. So it's better if we pick 19 because we want this to be greater than this. So if we pick this number to be 20, then 10 plus 10 is not greater than 20. So the number that we have to pick would be 19. We cannot pick 20. We have to pick one less than that. 20 is too big. So 19 is our answer. Okay. All right, next one, we'll do a couple more. I'm going to skip level here in just a second. Well, actually, I'm going to skip now. Okay. All right, so this one we have to find all possibilities, right? We have to find all possibilities. So remember, to find the small value, we subtract. Small value, we subtract. So we do 20, not 80, 20 minus 8 is going to be 12. So the smallest value is 12, right? It cannot equal to 12, by the way. The large value, we add. We add. So we're going to add 20 plus 8, which is 28, right? So the largest value that this could ever get is 28, not equal to 28. So it'll be like 27.999 would work, right? But not 28. Be a really weird triangle. But so how do I type it? Well, I put the smallest value first. Inequality, just like the example they give there, and then the letter X, and then the inequality, and then 28. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that X can be any number between 12 and 28, not including those numbers, right? So it could be 11, or it could be 13, or 12.1, right? And 27.9. Okay, all up until those numbers. So submit. Here we go. Skip again, maybe. Okay, and challenge zone. All right, here's another one of those, but this time it's decimal, but it doesn't matter. We're going to do subtract first, right? So 14.5 minus 10.8, okay? 10.8. And guys, if you want to make it quick, just use your calculator, okay? So your calculator will make this a lot faster. I used to have a calculator on the computer and now it has disappeared. So I'm going to have to use my real calculator here, which is out of battery. Great. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I think the computer wants me to do it by hand. So anyway, let's pretend this is 15. Or maybe so how do I subtract this? I'm going to put this here. Okay. So I carry over. So this is actually 10. So this is 7. And then this is actually 11. So it'll be 3. 3.7 is my answer for this one. And then I add them. So 14.5 plus 10.8. All right. That will be 3. Carry the 1, be 5, and then 2. So 25.3. So 3.7 is the smallest. And then inequality x, and then inequality, and then 20. What was that? Is that 25? I can't even read my handwriting. 25.3 is the max. Submit. There we are. Okay. Again, we're looking for the largest possible. Okay, so we add them. 12 point, but 12, not 12 point. 12 plus 13, which is 25. But they want the next whole number, right? Not the next whole number. This is too large, so we have to go back one, which is 24, because we have to allow this to be bigger than the largest side. So it has to be 24, not 25. 25 is too big. 24. Submit. Okay. I think I'm going to stop here. I mean, pretty much you've seen all the possibilities, right? So if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye-bye.